Okay, we're making lamb liver pate today. I know liver isn't everybody's favourite, but if you enjoy pate, this is a fantastic recipe and it really is delicious. That I'm using today are olive oil and butter and some sweet sherry. Our most important ingredient is our lamb liver. Now I have taken the membrane off the outside of the liver and cut away any little pieces of tubing and fat that might have been on there. This is important because it gets stuck in the sieve later on. So that took me about 15 minutes to do that for 3 livers that are now sliced, ready to be cooked into the bowl. For flavouring today, I'm using garlic, onion, bacon, and lots of fresh herbs. Now I've left the fresh herbs in large pieces because they're very easy to remove from the pan, because you don't need to puree those up at the end. So they're easy to take out if you leave them in whole pieces. Your pan is nice and hot, and start adding your flavouring ingredients first. So the bacon, the onion, fresh herbs. So I'm using rosemary, thyme and sage today. You want that to get nice and brown. I'm going to add my garlic in a minute. The garlic's gone in. It smells fantastic, the bacon, onion, garlic and all the herbs simmering away. As soon as that's a little bit more coloured, I'm going to add the liver pieces in, and we're waiting for that to go nice and brown on the outside of both sides. And then we'll be removing it to add a couple of tablespoons of sherry and let that simmer away so the alcohol is gone from the steam. And then we're ready to do our puree. Okay, so the cooking's all finished now. I've taken out all of the herbs out of the cooked liver and onion and bacon, and we're going to puree it in a blender until it's nice and fine, so don't stint on that process, and then we're going to do the sieving. So once the pureeing has finished, we pop it through a sieve, just push it through with a spoon to get rid of any of the larger portions so that the pate is really smooth. Once you have finished the sieving, it's into the little pots with pate. If you prefer a coarser pate, you don't need to do the last step, which is the sieving process. You only need to do the sieving if you like a really smooth pate. The last thing to do is just smooth down the top of the pate with the back of a metal spoon, so you've got a nice flat surface, and then just pour on a little bit of melted butter until it seals the top of the pate. You don't need to do this if you're going to eat it in the next 24 hours, but if you're going to keep them in the fridge for a couple of days, and this does actually improve the flavour, I suggest putting the little layer of butter on top, pop that into the fridge to set, and leave it for a day or two, and you'll have a perfect pate for your next lot of drinks and nibbles.